Good morning, students. Come to join me. Dear students, today I would like to take the same poem what I had taken yesterday on children, written by Khalil Gibran. I have written some important points on the board. I think it is very clear for you. Look at the writings. Because this poem is very important for the exam sake, do remember students. Students, the poet Khalil Gibran is known as a spiritual poet. He is very popular for the book of poems called The Prophet. Prophet is a book of poems, The Prophet. And the Prophet is a spiritual guru. I have written on the board, The Prophet, spiritual guru. ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮದ ಗುರು ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯುವುದು. ಈ ಕವನ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ವಿಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿರುವುದರಿಂದ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಮಹತ್ವದ ಕವನವಾಗಿರುವುದರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಈ ದಿನ ಕೆಲವು ಮಹತ್ವದ ವಿಚಾರದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, the poet tells us here how limited we should be in handling our children. Do remember, when we love a bird, we have to let it free so that let it fly. You will be happy when the bird flies. In the same way, we should be something limited in handling our children. This is the message in this poem we have to study. The poet says we should surrender ourselves to God. We must surrender ourselves to God, he says. Students, let us move on the poem, what the poet talks about children. Here, the poet talks about different topics in the prophet. The prophet is a collection of poems. It has different topics like children, love, marriage, friendship, society, parents, and everything. Many topics, and each topic has a different theme in it. Once what happens, a woman who held her babe against her bosom, what you will be seen in the very first line in your poem. A woman who held her babe against her bosom, she asked the prophet, speak about children, because that woman loves the baby very much. That's why she asked the prophet, please tell us about children. And the prophet says, your child is not yours. Your children are not your children. and they are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. I have written very first point. Life's longing for itself. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself, because life is a series. ಜೀವನ ಎನ್ನುವುದು ಒಂದು ಶ್ರೇಣಿ. ಈ ಜೀವನ, ಮುಂದಿನ ಜೀವನ, ಅದರ ನಂತರದ ಜೀವನ. ಲೈಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್. ಲೈಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಲಿವ್, ಲೈಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಲಿವ್, ಲೈಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಲಿವ್, ಲೈಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಲಿವ್. ಈ ಜೀವನ ಮುಗಿದ ನಂತರ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜೀವನ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜೀವನ ಮುಗಿದ ನಂತರ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಜೀವನ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಲೈಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಲಿವ್. ಇನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದ series of process God sent to us maybe some daughters or sons. Next point, through you but not from you. They came through you. Our children came through us. That denotes we are the media. We are the media. Through us, God sent the children, and not from you. The children are not the creation of ours. That is spiritual meaning. We are not the creator of our children. Actually, God sent those children to us. They are with you, yet not belong to you. We don't know. We don't know. Today they are with you, and from where they came to us, we don't know. He says, and then give love, but not your thoughts. Next point, point number 4, I have written on the board. Give love, but not your thoughts. As a parent, what we should give them? Only love. But the poet tells us that you may give them your love only, but not your thoughts. Why? Because all the children, they have their own thoughts and feelings. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಮಗುವಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ತನ್ನದೇ ಆದ ಆಲೋಚನೆ, ಭಾವನೆಗಳು ಇರುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. So that's why what we may give as a parent, we may give them only the love. For some time they will not be able to hear our talk. ಕೆಲವು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾತನ್ನ ಕೇಳುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರ ಭಾವನೆ, ಅವರ ವಿಚಾರ ಬೇರೆನೇ ಇದ್ದಿರ್ತದೆ. Do remember here, future generations are more smarter than the previous generation. What we should know here, future generations are more smarter than previous generation. ಮುಂದಿನ ಪೀಳಿಗೆಯವರು ನಮಗಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಮುಂದಿನ ಪೀಳಿಗೆಯವರು. ಯು ಸಿ, ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಮೊಬೈಲನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದ ಎಷ್ಟು ವಿಚಾರಗಳು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಮುಂದೆ ನಿಮಗೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಂತರದ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬೋದು. That's why I tell you, future generations are more smarter than the previous generation. So, we may house their body, but not their souls. ನಾವು ಅವರ ದೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ಆಶ್ರಯವನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬಹುದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. We may house their, we may protect their bodies only, but not their souls, because souls belong to life and God. Souls ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆತ್ಮಗಳು, souls ಆತ್ಮಗಳು. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಆತ್ಮ ಇರುತ್ತದೆ. ಆತ್ಮಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನಾಗುವುದು ಅಂತ ಈ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತ ವಿಚಾರ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಮೇ ಹೌಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಸೋಲ್ಸ್. Their souls are not under control. Souls belong to life and God. God may control the soul. Okay? Then they dwell in the house of tomorrow. They dwell in the house of tomorrow. That is which you cannot visit in your dreams. Very good statement what the poet tells us. They dwell means live, ವಾಸ ಮಾಡು. In the house of tomorrow. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ನಾಳೆಯ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾರೆ. That is future. They have their ambitions, they have their feelings, they have their own thoughts. That thoughts, feelings, ambitions will be their future idea. We cannot imagine as a parent. ಅವರ ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳು, ಭಾವನೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಭವಿಷ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು. ಅವರಿಗೂ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಇದೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ, ಅವರ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಭಾವನೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಭವಿಷ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು. We cannot visit in our dreams. ಕನಸಿನಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಭವಿಷ್ಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಲು ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ ಎನ್ನುವಂತ ಮಾತನ್ನ ಕವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ strive to be like them. Seek not to make them like you. Very important statement. Strive to be like them. Here he says, ನೀವು ಅವರ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗಲು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಿಸಿ. Struggle. Strive means struggle. As a parent, we have to struggle to be like them, like our children. ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಹಾಗೆ ನಾವಾಗಲು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗಬಹುದು. ಆದರೆ ಕವಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೀಕ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ದೆಮ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಯು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗಲು ಅವರನ್ನ ಬಿಡಬೇಡಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಡು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಲೈಫ್ and river cannot come back. ನಾವು ಹೇಳಬಹುದು, ನಾನು ಚಿಕ್ಕವನಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಾನು ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ನಾನು ಹೀಗಿದ್ದೇನು, ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಊಟ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ನೀನು ಕೂಡ ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, if you say so, that is wrong. That's why the poet tells us that strive to be like them, struggle to be like children, seek not to make them like you. ನೀವು ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹಾಗೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿಯೂ ಹೇಳಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Because life moves forward, not tarries with yesterday. Tarries means linger or move. I would like to write the meaning here, linger. Linger or move. Life moves forward. ಜೀವನ ಎನ್ನುವುದು ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಅದು ನದಿಯ ನೀರಿನ ಹಾಗೆ ಹರಿಯುತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ನದಿಯ ನೀರು ಯಾವ ದಿಕ್ಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹರಿತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಇಟ್ ನೆವರ್ ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್. ಲೈಫ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರಿವರ್ ನೆವರ್ ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರುವಂತಹದ್ದು ಲೈಫ್ ಮೂವ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್, ನಾಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾರೀಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಯೆಸ್ಟರ್ಡೇ. ನಿನ್ನೆಯ ಜೊತೆ ಹೊಂದಾಣಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಜೀವನ ಎನ್ನುವುದು. ಇಟ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ರನ್ಸ್ 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 and at last reach the destination. Okay, this much the poet says. And see next point number 9 here. I would like to show you. It will be very clear for you. Point number 9. You are the boss. You are the boss. Children are the living arrows. That's a very important thing. You are the boss. You means the parents. The parents are the boss. Our children are living arrows. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಜೀವಂತ ಬಾಣಗಳು ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ, ಪೋಷಕರು ಧನಸ್ಸು ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್. ಧನಸ್ಸು ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ನೋಡಿ, ತಟಸ್ಥವಾಗಿ ನಿಂತಿರಬೇಕು ಧನಸ್ಸು. ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್, ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್. Whereas the children are living arrows. God is the archer. God is the archer. ದೇವರು ಒಬ್ಬ ಬಿಲ್ಲು ವಿದ್ಯೆಯನ್ನ ಬಲ್ಲಂತಹ ಧನುರ್ವಿದ್ಯೆಯನ್ನ ಬಲ್ಲಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಶಕ್ತಿ. God is a power. God is a power. God is archer. He knows the destiny. He knows the destination. He knows the goal, where to send the arrow through bows. God sees the infinite path, arrows to go swift and far. God shows the infinite path. Infinite path means that is unconditional. We cannot guess where is the end. Ending less path. ಅಂತ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲದ ಗುರಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ದೂರಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಕಳಿಸಬಹುದು ದೇವರು. Do remember, students, 3 words. Parents are the boss. Children are the living arrows. The archer is God. Archer sees the infinite path. Infinite path, ಅನಂತ ದೂರದವರೆಗೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಗುರಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ದೂರ? We cannot measure. We cannot measure the endless path. Okay, then let your bending be for gladness in the hands of God. When the archer sees the mark, he knows where to send the arrow. He sees the mark. He knows the goal. When the archer, when the God sees the mark, he bends the bow and he sends the arrow to the infinite path. God only knows where to send. So, he loves the arrow that flies and also the bow that is stable. He loves the arrow that flies. ದೂರಕ್ಕೆ, ಅನಂತ ದೂರಕ್ಕೆ ಕಳಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವ ಆ ಬಾಣವನ್ನ ದೇವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಪ್ರೀತಿಸುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಬಾಣವನ್ನ ಕಳಿಸಲು ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಪಾತ್ರವಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಪೋಷಕರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ. ಬಾಣ ಮತ್ತು ಪೋಷಕರು ಧನಸ್ಸು ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ. ಧನಸ್ಸು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯೋ ಬಾಣ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ದೂರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. So the poet concludes that you have to be happy in the bending of God. As a parent, we must be happy in the bending of God. What may be the difficulties may be, we should bear it. Because parents also born with some kind of purpose in life. ಪೋಷಕರಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ದೇಶಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಜನಿಸಿದವರು, ಹುಟ್ಟಿ ಬಂದವರಾಗಿರುತ್ತೇವೆ. So our purpose is, as a parent, our purpose is only to let the arrow to reach the destiny. ನಮ್ಮ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಏನು? ಆ ಏರೋ ಅನಂತ ದೂರದವರೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಲು ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕಲ್ಪಿಸಿಕೊಡುವಂತಹದ್ದು. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ರೀಚ್ ದ ಡೆಸ್ಟಿನಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪೋಷಕರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಗುರಿಯನ್ನ ತಲುಪಲು ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡುವುದು. ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಕಷ್ಟ ಬರಲಿ, ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಭಾವಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು, ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಕಾಲ್ ಬೆಂಡಿಂಗ್. So that bending is by the hand of the God. God knows the infinite path. He has to send that living arrows like children. He only knows the destination. So when he sends the arrow, he bends the bow. ನಮಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಆದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮುಂದೆ ಅವರ ಜೀವನವನ್ನ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ರೂಪಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಗುರಿ ತಲುಪಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಗುರಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಗುರಿಯನ್ನ ತಲುಪಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆದರೆ ದೇವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಹಿಂದುಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ದೇವರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟು. ನಾವು ಏನು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್. ಆ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ. ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮೂಲಕ ಅವರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. So, dear students, in this poem, what we conclude is the poem shows the relationship of parents and children and the responsibilities of the parents. How limited we should be in handling our children. For some time, as a parent, we are imposing our own intentions on our children. I think that is wrong. We should not do so, because our children must reach the destination. They know what to do, what not to do. We must guide. As a parent, we may give them some guidance, that's all. We are the media. As a parent, we are doing so. Okay, this is the message in this poem. My dear students, now I would like to show you some clippings. I think yesterday some students told me that they didn't see the clippings. That's why now I would like to show you the clippings. Yes, you see here how happily they are. The mother loves her child, and the child also loves her mother. That is the relationship. And look here, how the father is taking a struggle to carry his boy on his back. Beautiful picture. Mother and father, they are taking too much of strains in handling their child or children. Look here, how the boy is enjoying in the hands of his parents. Parents support. Parents are the mediators in the growth of the child. Then see here, in each and every moment in life, they are taking too much of care for their children. In each and every walk of life, father and mother, they are teaching their children how to walk, how to talk, like that. Then you see here the arrow denotes the living arrows, that is, the arrow denotes you the children. Living arrows denotes or refers to the children. And the bow, which is stable, refers to parents. And the archer, in the archer's hand, parents and children are there. Archer knows the destination, infinite path. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದೇವರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟು ಈ ಜೀವಂತ ಬಾಣವನ್ನ ಎಷ್ಟು ದೂರದವರೆಗೆ ತಾನು ಕಳಿಸಬೇಕು ಎಂದು. ಆವಾಗ ಧನಸ್ಸನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗಿಸಿ ದಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬಾಣವನ್ನ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಸಿ ಆ ಏರೋ ಬಾಣವನ್ನ ಅನಂತ ದೂರದವರೆಗೆ ಕಳಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಎಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ another picture. The archer, arrow, and the bow. Arrow and the bow. Okay. This much. You see, parents support to imagine how the life should be. ಪೋಷಕರ ಸಹಕಾರ, ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಸಹಕಾರ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ರೂಪಿಸುವಲ್ಲಿ ಪೋಷಕರ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಸಹಕಾರ. ಆವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಅವರು ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಜೀವನ ರೂಪಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಹಾಯವಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಹೌದಾ, ಮದರ್ shows something on the sky, maybe the moon, and thereby the children are thinking, they are reasoning, they are imagining, like that. They get knowledge. Yes, this is children imagination, their feelings to reach the sky, to catch the stars, to catch the moon, like that. Okay? Yes. They are trying to catch the moon. How beautiful the picture you are seeing, you are looking now. Okay? Yes. That's the statement, you know. Yesterday, I have stated something. You see, the prophet Khalil Gibran, regarding Khalil Gibran, Lebanon American artist and poet. His poems are considered poetic essay, as they do not adhere to the usual verification. The Prophet is the best known work, has been translated into more than 25 languages, including Kannada. On Children is a selection from the Prophet, which offers a critique of the usual expectations of parents about their children and urges them to introspect. ಇಂಟ್ರೋಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತರ್ ಅವಲೋಕನ. ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಪೋಷಕರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿ ಅಂತರವಲೋಕನವನ್ನ, ಇಂಟ್ರೋಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು, ಅರ್ಥೈಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು. But for sometimes they are not, the children are not obeying their parents. The reason, you know, children belong to the future. parents belong to previous generation. There is a lot of gap, that is generation gap between parents and children. ಪ್ರೊಫೆಟ್ ಎನ್ನುವುದು ಅನೇಕ ಅನೇಕ ಕವನಗಳ ಒಂದು ಸಂಕಲನದ ಪುಸ್ತಕ. ಇದನ್ನ ಬರೆದವರು ಖಲೀಲ್ ಗಿಬ್ರಾನ್, ಮಹಾನ್ ಕವಿ ಮತ್ತು ಕಲಾಕಾರ, artist and poet. The prophet contains many topics like on children, one topic, and another topic about love, next topic about marriage, about people, about society, and so many topics are there in the prophet. Okay. This much is about on children. My dear students, do remember, as this poem is dear students, do remember, as the poem is very important for the exam sake on children, what you should do, you should know all these points, and these points to be remembered always. And yesterday I had sent the beautiful notes. Whatever the question comes, the answer is same, only one answer. For other questions, 1 mark questions, I will send it today by WhatsApp. Okay? And read many times this poem, because this poem is very important for the annual exam sake. The question comes for maybe 6 mark or 4 mark. Okay? Try to understand the poem. The poem completely depends on the spiritual idea. Okay? Therefore, you must remember the points one by one. 13 points are here. All the 13 points are to be remembered. Okay, children? Thank you. Have a nice time. I think you are safe and fine in your home. And be careful. Take care for your health, because the pandemic condition is increasing day by day. Therefore, you must be very careful, maintain social distance everywhere, and wear mask when you go outside. Okay? Thank you, students. Have a nice time.